today I will be showing you how to make cones and jets in Build a Boat for Treasure. So this is one of the builds you can make. This is just a small little jet. You could really make anything from planes to jets. Let me show my plane now. This is the plane I made. It's pretty nice. The window took the longest because you have to do a framework, which is different. And so pretty much you just make the body with what I'm about to show you. And you could take the cone away if you just want to do the cone alone and you already know your own way of making bodies for planes. I'm almost done with this one. I just need to finish the interior, that's really it, and I need to add a door. Okay, to start building it, you want to put down some sort of foundation. I would just be using one of these, and whatever block you want to use. So you're going to downscale it to however you want. If you're doing a plane, I would recommend it to be bigger than this, but this is going to be a smaller example, so it's just going to be like jet size. So you're going to downscale it like so. Now, once you got that, you're going to expand it to however much. If you're going to be doing a cone, I would keep it larger and just do it one piece, like as one piece. You could keep it as one piece, but I normally just do multiple just in case you want to add a door on the outside like I did on my other plane. And it makes it easier to remove pieces, so I would keep it like this, or at least just do two pieces. Once you got that, you're going to not add a block, you're going to mirror it or clone it, whatever works, and you're going to rotate it by however much degrees you want. I usually use 10, whatever works for you, I guess. Just make sure you don't use 0, because then it would be harder to remember it for a framework if you need to add a window at the front like I did on my plane. So I'd set it to like a specific rotation. Keep in mind, after I finish this, after I finish the first part, I'm gonna mirror it, so you kind of get to see like what it will look like just as the whole frame. Now I'm going to do the back side. You want to mirror it, rotate it. It's going to be about half the size, I wouldn't say. Depends on how big you want the back side to be, or the jet side, if you're doing a jet. You don't have to necessarily do this part, but I'm going to be doing it for an example. Okay, now I'm going to be adding the centerpiece. This is to check the measurements and make sure that the back is good with the front. Okay, so as you can see, once you put the line in the center, it looks fine. So you would then mirror it. Before I do that, I'm just going to show you guys a quick little bug fix. So when you select it, normally it will just be fine like this, and you deselect the bottom half or the stand. But if it turns out sideways like this, you're going to deselect the straight part and reselect it, and it should go back to normal like that. It's a little bug fix so you could get the mirror right. Okay, after you finish the bottom half, you're just going to make sure everything's straight and then We're gonna mirror it. Once you got that done, you should get a frame like this. I think this one looks pretty nice. Also, make sure that the back half looks pretty straight. So I'm just gonna fix the back and front. So I'm just gonna make sure that it's more straight with the bottom piece, so it doesn't appear so it appears more circular at the end. So let's just do that. After making sure everything looks aligned, you're just gonna delete the bottom half, select it all, make sure it's not sideways like that, and then you're going to focus closely because it's gonna get a little confusing. You're gonna clone it. Before you clone it, set the scale to like 5 or something. After setting the scale, still could be 1, it doesn't really matter. You're gonna clone it like so, put it back to its original, and then you're gonna rotate it by however much. This is probably the most complicated part, is you have to, when you rotate it, you gotta make sure the scale's fine. So 10, as you could see, it's too close inside of it, so it would appear circular, but the cone wouldn't be good, it would be too buggy. So you gotta make sure that it goes out enough, because this would not work well. Wouldn't work well. So I'm gonna set the scale to 15. As you can see, when it's 15, it looks fine. So this is a little bit more of a complicated side of what's here. So once you got the 15, you gotta remember your rotation scale, and you're going to stop rotating. Also, wait, before, yeah, just stop rotating, it's fine. And you copy it, put it back in itself. And then you're gonna multiply your rotation. Let's say this is 15. So 15 times 2 is 30. Let's say you're using 5 or something. 5 times 2 is 10, so it would then be 10. So now I set my scale to 30. You rotate. You could also just, rotate it 15 twice, but you could mess up on that. So I just normally do that. It's better, because after a while, you have to just turn it like 6 times, and you got to count it all. So here you could kind of see how the cone would look. It won't be perfectly, perfectly pointy. If you'd want it perfectly pointy, I would recommend doing it less flat of a piece. For this example, it's fine like this. So like not as wide as a piece at the beginning. I think that might be able to do it, or change the rotation. Once you got that, put it back into itself, and then multiply your rotation by 2. You should get it now. So 30 times 2, 60, and 60 times 2, 120, and you would continue doing that until you get to the end. And there you now have your good looking body for jets. Most tutorials I've seen were pretty bad and really complicated. This is a more easy tutorial. And if you just want the nose, you should have it scaled differently for each frame, so it's easy to delete. But you could just delete all this and then get the nose separately, like so. And you could just take off the nose and then move it. If you're selecting it and the move scale is all bad, just grab like an extra piece that's straight, and you could move it fine, and just at the end delete that piece. That will be it for the tutorial. If you need help with anything, just put it in the comments.